Hello, everyone. Overtaking on a curved road leaves almost no time to react, and thankfully, this frightening accident ended with everyone still alive and safe. A suspected drunk school transport driver slammed into a tractor in India, turning an ordinary road into a terrifying scene within seconds. Customers and salon workers screamed in fear after the powerful 7.7 earthquake in Myanmar violently shook the building and sent furniture and debris crashing across the room. Strong and unusual winds suddenly caused the concert stage in Indiana to collapse, sending terrified fans screaming and running for their lives in complete panic. Residents watched in disbelief as two enormous rhinos charged at each other in the middle of a busy street in Nepal. Workers and bystanders were left terrified after a huge section of the mountain collapsed during this dramatic landslide in Nepal. The winds were so strong they ripped the carport roof off entirely, flinging debris far away and exposing the cars below in seconds. What looked like an ordinary rainy day quickly became dangerous after powerful winds started ripping objects across the road.
That's not good. Get the rope.
Panic quickly took over as a giant great white shark repeatedly slammed into the filming crew's boat, turning the ocean expedition into a fight for survival.
Okay, you're... Hey, bhai, samne janna.
Cargo and debris flew across the road after the pickup truck overturned due to the sudden front tire explosion on the Indian Highway. Bro was fighting for his life while the motorcycle acted like it had just unlocked self-driving mode by accident. A few seconds of distraction behind the wheel can change everything, which is exactly why drivers need to stay focused and keep their phones away. Customers in the Texas cafe were incredibly lucky to escape unharmed after the car suddenly smashed through the front of the shop. Explosions lit up the night sky in Russia after a fireworks store caught fire, creating a terrifying but unbelievably dramatic scene. Imagine walking into this cave and suddenly realizing the walls, air, and ground are completely filled with bugs everywhere. Heavy rain triggered a massive landslide that swept away multiple homes, while helpless residents screamed in fear and watched everything collapse. Tons of rocks and soil thundered down the hillside, forcing traffic to stop completely after the massive landslide struck northwest China. Flash floods can carry huge amounts of mud, trees, and debris at terrifying speeds, making rivers and mountain valleys extremely dangerous during heavy rain.
Cross that.
Floodwaters rushed through an area already devastated by a pipeline fire in Flagstaff, Arizona, creating an even more destructive disaster zone. Terrifying earthquake tremors suddenly struck western Japan during a shrine visit in Kanazawa, leaving visitors shocked as the ground violently shook beneath them. Driving through a massive storm like this is absolutely terrifying when the visibility disappears almost instantly and the road ahead turns into complete chaos. After years of drought, the normally dry Zin River in Israel's Negev desert suddenly came back to life as powerful floodwaters rushed through the canyon from heavy rain miles away. Violent storm waves crashed into the harbor and slammed boats into each other as powerful winds turned the marina into complete chaos. Within seconds, the massive dust vortex transformed this once quiet area into a terrifying scene of flying debris, chaos, and near zero visibility. Sitting this close to the ocean during a violent storm is never a good idea when massive waves can suddenly crash over the seawall without warning. Construction workers experienced terrifying moments after a powerful earthquake violently shook the high-rise construction site and sent panic through the entire area. The rescue operation went horribly wrong after the crane lost balance and crashed down while recovering the overturned truck. The truck driver probably needed a few seconds to realize the trailer behind him had completely abandoned the mission. Luckily, the two vehicles barely missed a direct impact, because if they had collided head-on, this terrifying moment could have turned into a catastrophic disaster within seconds. The way she reversed with the door open makes it look like the car was trying to flap its wings before takeoff. A massive wall of ice suddenly collapsed at Velasta waterfall in Estonia, sending terrified families and children running in panic as enormous chunks of ice crashed down around them. Firefighters at the Magnolia Fire in Corona, California, barely escaped in time after part of the unsupported awning suddenly collapsed during the intense blaze.
You guys got two in there! You got two in there!
Powerful winds and thick dust suddenly swept across this work site, turning the entire area into a chaotic scene within seconds. This strange phenomenon in Dhofar, Oman, happened after heavy rain forced underground water and trapped air to burst up through the dry ground like a natural spring. During a violent thunderstorm, a powerful whirlwind suddenly tore through an elementary school in Vietnam, sending tables and chairs flying across the yard as terrified students ran for cover. Dangerous rock slides and landslides continue to strike the mountainous roads of Dagestan, Russia, sending massive debris crashing onto the roadway.
Вот все обвалило тебя, все.
This massive controlled avalanche in Washington was intentionally triggered to reduce dangerous snow buildup and prevent deadly natural avalanches later. Just seconds later, a violent gust of wind ripped away the sunshade and massive metal gate in Malaysia, turning an ordinary moment into a terrifying scene of chaos and destruction. The sky turned dark in seconds as this enormous dust storm rolled across the area like something straight out of an apocalypse movie. Residents in San Mateo, Mexicalcingo, Mexico watched in shock as a terrifying landspout spun across the landscape, lifting debris and creating dangerous conditions nearby. The slippery road surface and dangerously sharp turn turned this drive into a terrifying accident within just a few seconds. Just a few seconds made all the difference here, and his quick reaction likely prevented this terrifying situation from ending in tragedy. The powerful winds turned this busy street into chaos after huge pieces of roofing came crashing down onto traffic. A powerful M7.9 earthquake severely damaged a jewelry store in Mandalay, Myanmar, sending terrified people running outside as debris suddenly collapsed inside. The pedestrian survived by pure luck after walking through the area just moments before the massive roof suddenly collapsed onto the street behind them. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.